Hi, spooky cats and kittens, and welcome to day 3 of the 13 Days of Halloween collab hosted by Lula from Nerd Goblin Art. Now, this video is a mashup because it's not only the 13 Days of Halloween collab, this is also for Froggy Friday, which, of course, is the weekly amphibian collaboration. For today's video, I'm working with Polymer clay. This is going to be an evil frog witch that is a 3D element that will go on a tumbler you will see in a future video for this Halloween collab. Froggy Friday is a weekly amphibian collaboration hosted by Girl in the Garage, The Dragon's Cave, Nerd Goblin Art, Tim the Bass Resonator, and Gert Creates. The playlist is in my description. Go watch the other videos when you're done here. I figured in order to make this frog look a little bit more evil, it needed some eyelids. So that's what I'm making now. And I basically want to make them kind of pointed towards the center, sort of like you would see angry eyebrows, if you will. You'll see what I mean here. And I do this to the best of my ability on both sides. It's not perfect, but I figure it's supposed to be an evil frog. So an evil frog wouldn't look perfect anyhow, right? The clay tools that I'm using are just a set that I got from Beebeecraft quite some time ago. They do the trick, they work. My only complaint about them though is that they have seams on them since they are plastic. I do want to look into getting some better clay tools. I think that would help me a lot, but for now, these are totally okay. I want to give this frog sort of an evil grin as well. So that's what I'm starting on right now. Of course, evil Froggy needs some scary teeth, right? At this point, it sort of resembles a snake, but it also kind of just looks a little derpy. I feel like it looks like it might have some buck teeth. I decided adding some other teeth around it will make it more obvious that these are scary fangs and not just a really unfortunate overbite. I kept redoing the brim of this hat and I just couldn't get it right. It totally looks like one of those folded paper boat hats that you see. Oops. I do fix it though. I have this sort of neon purple clay as well, so I thought that would be the perfect thing for the belt around the witch hat. And here I am just placing it. This is where I'm realizing this does not look right. So I take the brim off and place that down and I redo the brim here. I think that's better. I go ahead and place this onto my baking tumbler so that it has the right shape once it's all done baking. And I just follow the directions for Sculpey. You can actually find those online as well. Now that it's all done baking, it's time to color in the hat, and there are several different ways you could do this. You could use acrylic paint, you could use an acrylic paint pen. I chose to use an alcohol ink marker, and I will let this dry for quite some time before I put it on the tumbler itself, and then eventually I will seal this all in with the epoxy that I'll put around the entire tumbler. So as long as you let it dry for long enough, which I would say at least 24 hours, you shouldn't have any issues with it running or anything like that. And I will actually use other alcohol ink markers to continue to color in this frog. Now I'm using some light green craft paint. This is just acrylic paint from Apple Barrel, and I'm giving green highlights at the bottom. This froggy is going to be put above a glowing cauldron on this tumbler. This is going to be the first tumbler I'm making that's going to have what we call a tumbler sleeve on it. I'm really excited. Mr. Kitschy is going to 3D print that for me, and I'm hoping this turns out as cool as I think it will. But so there's going to be a glowing cauldron underneath the froggy, so I wanted to do those green highlights on him just to add a little something extra. And at this point, until we do the tumbler, this is all done. I have some glamour shots coming. And here it is. What do you think? I think it turned out really cool. I can't wait to see it on the tumbler with everything done. Thanks for joining me today for day 3 of the 13 days of Halloween and for Froggy Friday. Don't forget to go watch the other videos in both the playlists. They will be in my description, and come on back tomorrow for day 4. I hope the rest of your day is spooky and hoppin'. Stay creepy, cats and kittens, and I'll see you soon.